Welcome everyone to another episode of Bruvcast. I'm Raj and I have brought back Sandeep to the pod, who was there at the live event. So Sandeep, man, welcome back to Bruvcast.
What's happening, bruv? You good?
Yeah, man. I'm good, man. I'm good. How is it going?
It's good,
How
man.
are you?
I was loving that live show, man. It was so good. I just did your feedback form just now,
Yeah?
a little while ago. And, you know
You're
what?
one of the three people that's given us feedback.
Get
Yeah,
a longer
listen, on that.
get a longer HDMI cable is what I said.
Yeah. So actually, just before the show started, I guess this was probably about an hour before, or maybe 2 hours. I needed a HDMI cable, and I was just going through the list. And I think I asked both you and Hiren to bring one, and then I said to Hiren, "We'll find out which one's longer." I think that's what got him started on the innuendo, and that's why he said that. That's what she said joke.
Do you know that was actually really funny? 'Cause, like that's what she said joke. So like that's just like our thing, right? Like we literally both said it at exactly the same time, and he just shouted it out like louder.
That was quality. You can hear it on the recording.
Can you actually?
Yeah,
I've not listened to the whole recording yet, but I did start listening to it the other day, and that was hilarious. That moment, the timing was unbelievable.
It was impeccable timing. But thank you for joining, and thank you for being there at the event, and most importantly, thank you for the feedback. And for those of you who were at the event and who have not provided feedback, please. It means that we can do more things and different things, but we can't do that without you letting us know what works, what doesn't work, what you would like more of. So please give that feedback. If you didn't attend the event, please just send us what you would like us to do in future events in our usual online form that we have. There's a link on Instagram, or you can send us a message on Instagram. So this is a community, so please use it and engage with us. But yeah, man, there's a very quick news article that I wanted to. I don't know if you saw this, bro. This is like, you know what? Sometimes I'm scrolling through Instagram and I see the most random shit. Bro, check this out. Yeah, there's a guy in Nigeria. He's been sentenced to 1 year in prison after choosing jail time instead of repaying 1.9 billion error credit mistakenly sent to his bank account. Bruv, this guy would rather do jail time.
So he actually chose the jail time over repaying. He's obviously not got the money anymore, right? He's spent it already.
He's probably he's either spent it, or he's like, I'm not giving it back. I'm not gonna. Well, you can't make me give it back.
What does that convert to in pounds? Like, because
800 grand.
800 grand.
800 grand.
Wow.
Yeah. So he basically woke up to that much in his account.
To be fair,
as a bank error.
What would you do? I mean, I would do the time for 800 grand.
800 grand is a lot. Like, so as long as you don't, all you got to do is the jail time. But brother, jail time in a jail in Nigeria is not going to be easy. It's not going to be like, any kind of home comforts, bro.
All I'm saying is don't drop the soap.
I think that's the least of your concerns, bro. I don't think there's going to be soap. It's crazy though, man. Like I always, like I don't remember the last time I've used an ATM. Actually, I used it. No, I didn't. I was meant to use it, and I didn't end up using it because I had to pay someone to do some painting. But I ended up doing a bank transfer. Okay. But when I used to use like ATMs, like especially in uni days, I always used to like think to myself, imagine if it just gave me more. You know, when it dispenses your like £10 note, and you think, oh yeah, maybe I get an extra one. And then one of your mates will always say, oh yeah, there is a machine like that in it.
There's never been a machine like that. Someone is just giving it large.
Yeah, standard. But have you ever had anything like that where, or like you've done a refund for something and they've refunded something twice? Like, have you ever had any kind of good fortune when it comes to?
I have, I'm trying to think back to. Do you know the closest thing is like when you like go to the supermarket and you buy something and you get like 2 of the same thing, but you've only paid for one of them.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm like such a believer in karma, and
so you always call it out.
Honestly, like I've got to a point now where I'll just go back and be honest and just like, you know, take the hit and you know, whatever, like return it or whatever. Because there's been so many times where like I've like gained fortune from something, and then like a month later I lose double the amount of money on something else.
Yeah.
And then you think back straight away to like, that's the time I got the extra cucumber.
Yeah. Well, fucking kakri fucked you up, bro. Yeah, it's true though, isn't it? It sounds like you think there's a ledger of like
Honestly,
good fortune and bad fortune, and
I think we come into this world with balance and we leave with balance, like regardless.
Everything gets tied up before you bounce out. Yeah,
it's up TJ, whatever.
It's up, innit? That's what they say. You know? It's up to take you, you know. Yeah, it depends, man. I'm not as a dio as you, bro. Yeah. Sometimes if it's something where I'm like, nah, man, this is a bonus. I'll be like, yeah, send it. It's cash. The way I look at it is I've lost enough, so I may as well, when I gain it, I gain in it.
So, glass half full.
yeah, I'm always on a negative. So I'm waiting for my balance to go positive. But I have had that. I think it's a similar situation. I had it with a car rental once.
Oh yeah.
We did a car rental, and then I had to cancel it. And then when I took the car rental out, they were like, "We don't do any refunds." And I was like, "Okay, cool." I had to cancel it because my flight's details got changed around and stuff. And I wasn't expecting any refund, bro. And then the money came back into my account. So in that situation, I was like, I owed this money, innit? So I owed it. Because I didn't pay for the services. So that has happened to me. I have one time where it has been the opposite was when I had to do food tasting. I think I've already spoken about this story, but I'm going to give a quick. Yeah. I did a food tasting and I paid for it. And they were like, nah, I had to cancel it last minute, and they were like, "No, you can't do that."
Still as well, right?
Yeah, they were like, charge you for it."
Man.
So, but 800 grand, bruv, I wouldn't mind,
100%. I'm going to prison for 800 grand. Book my flight right now.
Can you imagine what you must have been thinking when you woke up, man? He must have been like, "Damn, what's going on?" He would be bare confused.
Honestly, like. Can you imagine, like, you just even to be fair, like, there's been times where like I'll open my account and my credit card payment hasn't gone out on the day that it's meant to go out.
Yeah, and you think, whoa, what's going on?
It's in.
And you check, oh fuck, it's a weekend. Payday was on a weekend, so everything's off balance by 3 days. Yeah, that happens to me as well, man. Sometimes you look at your bank, your bank balance, and you're expecting one number, and then there's a different number. You're like, oh. But do you are you aware of are you tracking how much comes in, how much comes out? Are you like?
Yeah, I'm pretty meticulous with that, to be honest. Like I'll kind of like, I've got like one account where everything goes in and out of in terms of kind of like monthly expenses and all of that. And then I've got like we've got like our individual accounts where we just kind of have like our spending money and stuff like that.
Okay.
So like the one account just kind of is just literally like, money gets dumped in there, bills get paid out, and then the balance is always like kind of like £20, £30, and then like you're like living by the line in that account. You randomly get a text saying you're overdrawn on your bank account.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, because it's the account where everything comes out of, and sometimes you miscalculated.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
so, but yeah, it's a bit of a. I just have this like monthly process where I just like go through, run the spreadsheets, and then like kind of like make sure it's all cushy.
Yeah, they have those apps now, man.
Like, yeah, they do.
They do, like, the crazy thing. I think we actually spoke about this when we were doing the episode with Hiren, because Hiren is like, I don't know, all his subscriptions, everything he signed up to. But yeah, that was a story, the news story that I wanted to start off with. I think it's pretty crazy that pretty this guy's He's going to do the time, but then he's going to walk out almost a millionaire. Well, he's going to walk out a millionaire in Nigerian naira. So
yeah, once he's kind of gained the what's it called, the interest on that money, he'll definitely be a millionaire.
I don't know what Halat is going to walk out of that jail in.
Might not be walking, but
he might not be walking, bro. But wish him all the best, innit?
Yeah,
wish him all the best. Yeah. But yeah, so I wanted to get into the struggles, man. So if you haven't heard this podcast before, this is a podcast all about sharing the struggle, finding the funny. That's our tagline. That's our motto. And the way that it goes down is each of us comes with a struggle to share, and then we see where we can find the funny. And there's always some humor in it. So, Sandy, man, what's the struggle, bruv?
Right, my struggle is computers versus phones. Right.
Okay.
So, as I've I don't know about the younger generation. I'm gonna sound really old now.
There we go. When you start like that, you're already Bapuji mode, bro.
Sound like a Bapuji already, yeah. So, I don't know if you noticed, the younger generation do everything on the phone, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I don't know about you. There's certain things that I will not do on my phone, right? Like, I will not book a flight on my phone.
Really?
Yeah, I will try my best not to book a flight on my phone, or even when it comes to hotels and things like that, I'll try my best not to do it, just because I feel like that's a computer thing to do. That's something you open your laptop to do, right? And then so this weekend I realized how old school I am when it comes to stuff like that. When I was there, my dad wanted me to write a complaint for his glasses broke or something.
Standard, bro.
Standard.
You actually did. Why didn't you just get ChatGPT to do that?
Yeah, so that's what happened really. So what happened was my sister had written the complaint. He was coming to me for a second opinion because he's like, this letter's too nice. Make it more angry.
Right, hold on. Back up, bro. Back up. What happened to your dad's glasses? What is the just my situation here?
So he's got these rimless glasses, right, from Oakley. Okay. And they're under a 2-year warranty. They've snapped kind of from the point where the kind of nose part attaches to the actual glass itself.
Okay.
And it's like a solder point. So
yeah.
It's kind of snapped off, and it's completely broken. You can't wear them or anything like that. So
within the 2-year
period, so within 18 months they've snapped, right? So my sister's an optician, so she took the glasses to work where they were bought from, and basically the store said, "Oh no, we think it's been broken because of mishandling." Oh, yeah, that's deep as well. Given she works there and everything, they've said to her "Oh, we think it's mishandling." So my dad's pissed. And then when he wants to write a complaint letter, his complaint letters are all exactly the same, because it's literally just slagging people off and do your job properly and that. And he's mellowed in old age, and he's just getting other people to write the letters for him. So they've said to him, "Oh yeah, we think we think they've been broken by mishandling, and so there's nothing we can do. As a goodwill gesture, we can give you 50% off your next."
That makes me so angry, bro.
Honestly, it's a bit of a joke, and it's so obvious that it's not mishandling because it's
a manufacturing
broken.
Yeah.
Anyhow, so he's got my sister to then write the complaint letter, and I think she's used ChatGPT. I can't be sure, to be honest, but there's not enough long dashes to be sure. It's ChatGPT. Anyway, so she's written this letter, and then I think had I not been there, he would have just kind of sent that letter off. But then he's seen me arrive at home, and he's like, "Oh, read this letter." And my sister's right there, and she's getting pissed because he's getting a second opinion.
They were undermining, he asked her to do a job, and he's like, no, wait, hold on, let me get the proofreader.
She's been a victim of of second opinions for ages, right? So my cousin went to her for an eye test about 10 years ago, and then a couple of weeks later he saw her again, and he was like, "Oh, just to let you know, I went for a second opinion somewhere else," and they said the same thing as you. I was like, bitch,
Why would you? But why would you tell her? Why would you tell her if
I
it's the
don't get it. Why
same?
would you tell someone that you're
Yeah.
going for a second opinion?
No, but I think if you're going for a second opinion and then it's the opposite,
Yeah, that's
then
fair.
I think okay, you can say like, okay, look, this is I went again and look,
Yeah.
one of you is wrong, right? But if you're going and saying, oh yeah, I went for a second opinion, they said the same thing as you, like, well, why the fuck are you telling me, man?
It was ridiculous. Anyway, so the second opinion was taken with me. So I looked at the letter. I was like, the letter's fine. You could probably like cut out some of the I respectfully disagree. Cut out that respectfully bullshit.
Turn it down, turn it down.
So anyway, I realized at that point, like I am getting really old because what my my dad, I was reading this letter on the phone, and that's fine. Like I'm reading the letter on the phone, it's fine, it looks okay. He is insisting every 2 minutes. Let me get my laptop. Let me open my laptop. Let's read it on the laptop. It'll be better on the laptop. Then I thought to myself, I am fucking like that as well, aren't I? Like when it comes to like important shit, I have to do it on a laptop. I can't do it on my phone. And then
So
I'm
what?
like,
So you did it on the laptop?
sorry, I was forced to do it on a laptop. I didn't want to do it on a laptop. I was forced to do it on a laptop. I'd already read and changed the letter by the time he'd like opened his laptop, logged in, booted it up, and
Oh
everything.
my god!
But it just got me thinking that like the amount of times where I won't do something like really important on my phone, like I have to open a laptop to do it. Obviously, it's not the same for you because you're like used to using the phone and Google Maps and whatnot, right? So
I think it did. I used to be like, I wouldn't spend a lot of money. Like I wouldn't do a big purchase
yeah,
on my phone. But bro, I paid the mortgage on my phone, bro. I'm sure. I literally I paid the mortgage deposit went out on my phone.
Really,
I mean, that's the biggest amount of money. Yeah.
that's
The biggest.
crazy.
I think it would have been. It was easier to do it on my phone than it was to do it on
Probably is, to be fair. Yeah,
online banking. Yeah.
psychological. I wonder if like some of the listeners and stuff have the same experience. But I swear it must be like a millennial thing versus
I
like
think it
Gen
is
Z thing. Like Gen Zs will do everything on their phone.
everything.
Whereas like I think our generation and even the generation before like never trust a phone because like
Yeah.
anything can happen on the phone.
Yeah. No, I if I'm writing something though, like to your point, if it's like a ChatGPT type letter or a thing like that, when it's anything regarding correspondence, I normally will do that. But then nowadays, the more I'm starting to use ChatGPT, the less I need to format, the less I need to write, the less I need to like, wordsmith. So I just kind of like say, this is what the story is. I tried to appeal a parking fine just the other day.
Yeah.
In ends, bruv, yeah? I'll tell you where, bruv. It's how do I describe this without giving the game away? Do you remember there used to be a 7-Eleven?
Yeah.
There.
Is it?
Yeah, around the area, bruv. And it's like that area is cash, right?
Yeah.
And the thing was, I parked my car and I was using the Ringo app, okay? And it says there 1 hour is free.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, fine. So I didn't accept. I just said, okay, fine, 1 hour is free. I got a ticket because I didn't press accept.
Oh shit.
And go into the next step. And I was like, that is a piss take, because if it's free and I can prove that I was there for an hour and I can prove, that was within the free time frame, why are you charging me?
Yeah.
Why am I paying like a £55 fine? So then I went back and forth on ChatGPT. I was like, can you write me an appeal letter for this? And then I also asked it to do research on other situations where people have had these types of Ringo problems, right? And say, is this
precedence?
Yeah. Is there a known issue? Can you find some data points on this and include that in the letter too? And it did. It found people on Reddit complaining about it. So then I put it all in there, and then today I got a letter from them, from the council saying, we've taken your appeal into consideration, and we are still gonna fine you £55, you fucking joke. I was pissed, bro.
Oh shit! How much is the fine?
£55, bro.
Oh shit!
And I was just going Jaiwala. That is the most expensive Jai, bro.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Better off making it at home.
Yeah. So, public service announcement. If any of you are using any of these parking apps and it still says to you it's free, it's not free until you tap, even though it's like 1 hour or 2 hours free. So
that's
don't
mad.
get caught, man.
So speaking of parking, I got into a bit of a beef this weekend in the parking lot.
With a parking guy?
No, not with the parking guy, with another guy basically. So I'd gone into we'd it happened in ends again. Like I swear something happens as soon as I enter London Air, it's like I become a different person, and I'm like, it's Arms House. Anyway.
That's the default. That's the default, bro.
The default comes back, right? Whereas like when I'm back home, I'm literally like the calmest driver. Like literally, do not get into any problems or anything like that. Never have a
Santi, bro.
Complete Santi. And anyway, so as soon as I get into London Air, I'm just like literally like, yeah, guards up. Anyway, I'm in the car park. Car park's super busy. No spaces, but then there's one guy coming out, there's another guy coming out, there's two guys coming out, and there's two of us waiting for this space, right? I had to pull forward a little bit to let this person out so that then I could go into the space. As I pull forward, the classic thing happened where someone else just went into the space.
I fucking hate when that happens, bro.
So angry. Like, honestly, I was so angry, man. And I'm in the car with like the kids and Dina, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna let this guy have it. Like, I cannot have this. I'm gonna let this guy have it. And she's like, just leave it. Why are you getting involved?
I
was like, no, I'm gonna let him have it.
Hold me back, man.
So I drove back round. I said, open the window. I was like, bruv, that was my spot.
That's what you said. You roll on the window. That's what you.
And then he's like, "Oh, you were all the way over there." And I was like, "Yeah, because I had to let other people out, so you can just drive into a spot that's empty." And he was like, "Yeah, but I'll be 2 minutes and I'll come back."
Fucking idiot. He definitely saw you.
Oh, he definitely saw me. Yeah, 100%. It was just one of those situations, but. Do you know what? Like, there's bigger battles to fight in life than a bug.
Nah, bro. You know what? I was in the exact same story happened to me, about 3 weeks ago, at Costco.
Is it?
Bruv, I was at Costco with Gogan, and I was waiting for this guy to come out.
Yeah.
This guy comes out. I'm just about to turn in, and this Vandri comes out from nowhere, bruv. Yeah, and she just she was a proper like Vandri. Her face. She was like so entitled. And then I was like, I fucking lost it. I was like, what the fuck are you doing? I didn't even say, there was no politeness, bro. There was no respect for the language. I was like, what the fuck? You saw that we were here.
Yeah.
She's like, I've been waiting for ages. I've been waiting. She goes, there's another spot behind. So basically, there was a spot behind that she was waiting for.
Right.
That guy was taking too long and she couldn't wait. Oh. So she took my spot. And then she expected me to take her spot. But then her spot, I didn't know where it was because it was further down. So I'm just thinking to myself, she's just jacked my parking spot.
Yeah, of course.
And then I was like, but you know what? You can't. Once they're in, what are you going to do, bro?
You can't do anything. They're not going to move their car after that, are they?
They're not going to move
their car. The problem is it ruins your day.
It ruins your day. It ruins it. But if you allow it to, bro. If you allow it to. And then I was like, I'm just going to take a deep breath.
Yeah, that's it.
And let it go. But
I think that's the key, isn't it? Like back in the day, I probably would have like let it kind of affect my whole day. But then the whole, the his-up happened and the spot.
The his-up's done, isn't it? You took someone's parking spot somewhere, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so that was cool, and I let it go. But Yeah, no, it's fucking annoying though.
Yeah, no, I hear it, Rob. And what happened there was like I was like, okay, fine, I've made peace with it. But then we were walking around Costco, and Goga's like, if I see that, if I see that bitch, I was like, wait, you're still holding on to it? Hold on.
If I see that bitch, I'm gonna chug these 24 toilet rolls at her.
Yeah, bro. Like the big and the water bottles.
The water bottles, yeah.
It was just her face. It was just she just was very entitled. She was like as if she deserved it. I was like, she was a Karen. She was literally a Karen,
Yeah,
bro.
Karen, definition of Karen.
But yeah, that is so okay. Your desktop versus So what's your tolerance like? What's one thing that you absolutely would never do on your mobile phone at the moment?
I think it's shifted over the years, right? I've been doing a lot more on the phone now, but I think my limit is booking a holiday. Like I will never book a holiday on my phone.
But would you what would you do the research on your
I'll be doing
monitor, your desktop, and then
my
book it, or you would never book it?
No, so I would do like a lot of the research on my phone, so like find hotels and all of that sort of stuff, find flights, etc. But then I'll probably still like find myself going back to the laptop and kind of repeating some of that research and
Yeah.
like plugging it into a spreadsheet and all this sort of stuff. just to, just to make sure that I've got all the calculations correct. I'm proper good you in it. Just make sure I'm getting the best deal possible.
Hey, Sammy, bro. Saying that, if I'm booking
and then I'll
work
probably
trip
only pay for it on on my.
and your credit card,
Say that again.
you said you pay on your credit card.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if I'm booking like work trips and stuff, in that situation, I will do it on what's it called? I'll do it on my
Your
laptop. Because then I don't want to mess it up. And I have definitely misbooked stuff in the past. So there are certain instances where I'm like, no, I'm not gonna.
But what's different about like so that shows you then, isn't it, that you've got something in the back of your mind saying,
Yeah.
if I do it on a mobile, I could mess this up.
I could mess it up, and it's not my money. I think that's what it is, bro. It's not your paisa, man. It's someone else's. It's someone else's hisab you're dealing with. Then.
Exactly.
Oh man. But yeah, no, that is a genuine struggle, bro. I do feel like there is. I think I'm doing way more on my phone now, but I did have this moment where I was like still doing a lot of stuff on my. I think I do a lot of AI stuff on my laptop. Yeah. Way more AI stuff on my laptop, but then I started to do that on my phone as well now.
I think like the AI stuff on the laptop at the moment is like so much more mature on the laptop, like in terms of like what you can do with it and how you can drag files in and do all that sort of stuff. Like that, just things that you just can't do on your phone very easily without like kind of fumbling it a bit.
Yeah.
But I think that will change as well, to be honest. Like
that will change.
Have you seen that Apple are looking to bring out this pin thing, like it's kind of like attaches to your pocket, and it basically just listens to everything all day long, and it just kind of gives you basically acts as your companion.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro.
It's mad.
Yeah, I just feel like we're heading towards this crazy world where every conversation is going to be recorded, bro.
Your whole life will be a podcast.
Your whole life will be a podcast. You'll be like, you just upload it, be like, this is today's episode. Is this is the date.
Stitch together loads of content throughout the day.
Yeah, you won't have to find the content. The content will automatically, and you'll be like, this is the moment where the Wandery took my my parking spot.
Live.
Yeah. Okay, so my struggle is basically this is more about like just general meeting etiquette, right? And I'm curious to get your take on this.
Yeah.
When you're doing a meeting, and it's a half an hour meeting, do you make sure that you fill up the entire half an hour with the meeting, or do you finish it when you've finished what you need to achieve and finish what you need to accomplish in the meeting? Like, what is your meeting hygiene?
So for me, like in any meeting, if you're done talking about what you needed to talk about, then
Peace.
you're done. Like I don't need to talk for the remaining 10 minutes if we're done within 20 minutes. But also, if I know it's like going to be a meeting where we'll probably be done like sooner rather than later, I'll probably fill up the first 5 minutes with just banter and chat. So yesterday I was in a meeting and like the guy starts talking. He's like, everyone knows each other. Everyone's like friendly with each other. And he just kind of gets straight into it within the first minute.
Yeah.
Like, he's talking,
no foreplay.
There's no foreplay. And I was like, I need some foreplay. I need to warm myself up here. It's only 9 a.m., okay? And he starts getting into it like straight away, and I'm just okay. I answer his first question, and then I was like, "No, this isn't right. Like, I need to go back to the foreplay. We need to
go back to first base."
And then I just bring up something completely random, right?
Off topic,
and we ended up chatting about that for 10 minutes, and then he had to start again. I was like, sorry for derailing us, and he started again, and then we're still done 5 minutes early. That's why foreplay is important.
It's important, bro.
5 minutes can feel like 20.
I feel like it's important in some contexts, especially if you're trying to build a relationship with someone. It is good to have a bit of like getting to know you and what's going on in your life and whatnot. But there are some situations where you're just like, look, I know you, you know me, we know what each other is on. If this 30 minutes can be 5 minutes or 8 minutes, let's do that. And I do appreciate if someone else is like on the same page and we're like, okay, let's get this done, then it's fine. The worst one is like when you're on a meeting and you're like, I've said what I need to say. You've said what you need to say.
Yeah.
Why are we still on?
Yeah, literally. And then you get that. Do you ever? I think you definitely have had this phrase where someone says, "Okay, I'll give you 10 minutes of your time back."
Yeah.
You can't give me anything back. It's my time.
You're borrowing my time. Try and give it back to me. You're giving me back something that's mine, man. Yeah, but I've also said that line, bro.
Yeah, I say it was all like, this is a ridiculous line.
Oh yeah, we're gonna give everyone their time back.
It's all those typical. Let's circle back.
Let's bro, the amount of like sometimes I overhear Gagan on the phone, and I'm like, this corporate speak is the same shit. Like you could be in any industry and walk into any meeting room, and about 70%, maybe not, maybe 60% of it is these words. Let's circle back. Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's touch. Did you touch base on this? Okay, let's put a pin in that. Yeah. So what's the headwinds and what are the tailwinds? Okay. So are we on track or are we gonna miss? Okay. So what's the forecast looking like?
Yeah.
Bro, this could be in any meeting. Any meeting anyone's having, bro.
Literally anywhere, and it'll be the same talk.
It's the same talk, bro. Then you think to yourself, well, what is actually different? Yeah.
I also think that like the Brits have like we've got different like ways of talking where we're like less direct, right? So like we'll say things just to kind of be polite and move things along.
Yeah.
So like when you're in a meeting and you say, "Oh, that's interesting," that's not interesting at all. That's basically like, okay, fine, I heard what you said, but I don't really give a shit about what you're saying. Let's move on to the next topic. And there's tons of that we do.
There's a lot of that. There is a lot of that. Yeah, I do hope that I wish that I could be more direct, but because I do that a lot.
Yeah,
I could be like, oh yeah, that's a good point. And I'm like, I won't go back to it. If I
Yeah.
say it's a good point and I don't go back to it, it's not a good point. Or I don't agree with it.
I mean, I work with like a lot of US people, like just probably like you as well, right? And just the way that they email is completely different as well. It's like there's no, a lot of the time there's no formalities, there's no like, there's no, niceties or anything. There's not like, oh, I hope you're doing well and all this sort of bullshit. It's literally like ask the question,
Yeah, yeah.
end the email sort of thing. And it's like so kind of like, what's the word? Like
Cold.
transactional, almost a bit cold.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then I always make a point of replying to those cold emails with very like flowery stuff. I hope your kids are okay.
Right, this guy always wants to chat to me. But do you go like proper in, like, oh yeah, so nice. Hope you had a nice weekend. I went to Center Parks. On fucking useless information that's not relevant to anyone, bro. That's like when you meet someone sometimes, when you're talking to someone and all this person wants to tell you is what they have done and where they have gone or who they have seen. And you're like, bro, I'm just waiting for the bus, man. Fucking I am a Maharaj Gandhi.
Speaking of meeting etiquette though as well, I had this incident this week at work where so I work with a lot of team members and also a lot of clients in the Middle East, right? And I was on a call where one of my colleagues basically, middle of this call, the guy who we were speaking to, a customer we were speaking to, was saying, okay, I've got like a hard stop at past, so we need to be done before then. This guy, my colleague, at 1 minute to past, he's like, oh, excuse me, guys, I just need to take this phone call. Like, middle of a meeting, he's like taking a phone call. I don't know.
In your meeting?
Yeah, does that happen in any of your meetings ever? Like, has that ever happened to you where someone's taken a phone call? Like,
yeah, I've done it. I've done it once, and I've been in a meeting with someone, and then they've put themselves on mute, and they're literally on another phone. But it could be like something. It was like their phone, as in like their mobile, not like they're on another
mobile
meeting.
phone. Yeah. So this guy does this often. Right? So like, he does this often. So on the side on Teams, I'm pinging my other colleague who's on the call. He's also from the same region, right? And I'm like, is this normal for this region for this man to take the phone call every meeting? I mean, like with him, like he literally like drops off to take a phone call every meeting. Like, is this normal? And he's like, oh, to be honest, no, it's not normal. Like, it's quite rude. And I'm like, okay, thank you, because like the customer's basically told us he's got 1 minute left, and you're taking a phone call for the last minute.
Oh, wait, the customer's on the call as well.
Yeah, it's a customer call. It's not even like it's like an internal. If it's an internal, I've got no problem. Like, the amount of times you need to go and answer the door or something like that.
There's always something.
Like, it's fine. Like, there's always something going on. But when you've got customers on the call, it's a bit. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I found it a bit strange, right? And so I was like questioning it with my colleague, and I was like, "Is this normal?" And he was like, "No, to be honest, it's not. It's not really normal." I was like, "It's not the first time it's happened, right?" And I don't know. I just feel like there's certain etiquette that you've got, the certain lines that you can't cross, and certain etiquette that you should have in terms of a respect for people's time.
That is true, man. I mean, that basically says like whatever is going on here is important as what I've got going on.
Exactly.
Yeah. But is he on the, like, can you see him on the phone?
No. So like this guy never puts his camera on, so
he's one of them.
Yeah, you hardly ever see kind of like what he's actually doing.
Yeah.
I have had it when I was like living out in the Middle East. I've had it where like I was in a meeting with like locals, and it was very, very often they'd just literally just pick up the phone in the middle of the meeting and just start answering it and talking to the person. And that was quite normal out there. Like it was normalized, I would say. Not normal, but normalized. Yeah. And you can't really say anything to locals because like they've just got a certain aura about them, and like you don't want to take it back home first thing. Something wrong, right? So that was quite normalized out there. So that's why I was like questioning it in terms of like whether this is normal or not for the region. And then they were like, no, it's definitely not normal. So yeah, like meeting etiquette is a big thing. Like for me, like in my role, like I I definitely like to make sure that everyone's acting professionally and, meeting the kind of minimum standards. But
do you have like red and yellow cards? So like,
yeah, I'd probably say more like amber cards. There's not red cards because I still need people to do their job. Otherwise, I can't do
you
mine.
still need to be employed. You can't be like, get off the fucking call, man.
Yeah, literally. I was like, if this guy, if I blow up at this guy, he's not going to do anything for me.
Yeah, it's
So
true.
I need
You got to
to.
maintain that professional demeanor.
Yeah, that's it.
You can't go South London on them, man.
No, literally.
You can't act like you're in the Costco car park, bro.
No. Like, bro, why are you on your phone?
Yeah, why are you on your phone, bro? I think that's us for tonight, man.
Sweet.
Thank you so much for jumping on, Sandeep. Appreciate you joining the podcast. And thanks for sharing your struggles. To all the listeners, please keep your feedback and everything coming in. We will see you same time next week. Share the struggle, find the funny, and see you later, people. Bye.
See you later.